All right, so a couple things about quadratics. One new calculator trick, so if you don't have your TI-83 today, you want to write down these instructions very carefully. If you do, you'll learn a new trick. And then I'll check late homework. If I don't get to check your late homework because of lack of time, I am saying this on a recording for posterity, then it is not due till Monday, but I will come around and try and check it. Not yet. Now, first thing is not going to be off this worksheet. I may give you that one too. It's going to be off this one. All right, this one most people seem pretty comfortable with, but I didn't get a chance to talk to everybody yesterday, so I want to make sure it is. If I ask you to write the equation in vertex form,
Should you write this down?
yes, thank you for asking, of the following. No, serious. Seriously, thank you, because I should have said that. Okay? Start writing down this example. Again, I'm a little on rush today with the pep rally schedule. Write the equation in vertex form of the following parabola. And I tell you the vertex is at -6, 0, and it passes through -3, 9. Okay? Where do I start? Where do I start with this one?
Oh, you start with...
You do the H and the K.
So, okay, H and the K. Give me the general first. What's the general vertex form of a parabola? Not a squared.
X minus H. X minus K.
I teach at X minus K. Some books switch that.
If you switch it, does it do anything to the answer?
You got to make sure that this is your X coordinate and this is your Y coordinate. You got to keep the positions the same. But no, you can label them Alphonse and Fredo if you want. I mean, you call them anything as long as you use the position they're in correctly. Yes.
Formula on the text.
No. I want you to know this vertex form.
Yes, please.
Maybe I'll do one of those things where I say it once really quickly at the beginning of the test and the alert get a bonus. Okay, now, looking at this here. The easy part, relatively simple part, I hope, or straightforward part, I should say, is placing the X coordinate of the vertex in for K and the Y coordinate of the vertex in for H. So your second step should look something like Y equals A times X minus -6 squared.
Would it be positive?
Plus 0. What usually happens when we subtract negatives?
Positive. Wait.
Positive, you're correct. Yes. I will in a moment. Okay, well that's actually, Sade, that's taken care of by saying X minus K. Okay, so if you see a negative here, it must have come from a positive Y coordinate and vice versa. But putting the minus in takes care of that when you're plugging it in. So this is Y equals A times, as Nimi said correctly, X plus 6 squared. Do I have to write the plus 0?
Wait, don't you have to plug in the positive 3? Because that's what I do. X and Y right
Oh, hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm just asking if I've done this part correctly.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Yes, Amanda.
You already plugged in that, right?
I plugged in the vertex for the H and the K. Because in vertex form, as we went over last December, K is the X coordinate of the vertex, H is the Y coordinate of the
I
vertex.
know what I'm doing.
Okay, so I plugged the vertex in. But now,
Can you plug it in at the same time?
pardon?
Can you plug them in at the same time?
Yeah, you can, but I like to keep, I would, that's honestly the kind of speeding up that used to cause me to make sloppy mistakes in high school. If you can do so confidently, go to town. All right, now I plug in 9 for this Y and -3 for the X, just in order to find A. Yes, Nini?
Can we have everything all in one? Like, plug in, like, everything?
Start from the word go. Put this -6 here, this 0 here,
And then
this
can you just put
-3
that
here,
in
and this 9 here.
all in one problem?
As long as you do so correctly, you'll get the right answer doing that. Like I just told Amanda, though, I would, in high school, when I tried to take shortcuts like that, that's when I would make stupid mistakes and mix things up. So just make sure the vertex goes to the K and the H, and that the point it passes through goes to the X and the Y.
Okay.
All right, those are the important things. So now this is going to be 9 equals A. -3 plus 6 is +3 squared.
Which is +9.
which is positive 9. So what's a going to equal?
1.
1. A equals 1.
Oops.
So my vertex form of my parabola is y equals 1, which I don't have to write. X plus 6 squared plus 0, which I don't have to write. I don't have to write a plus 0.
Why can't you
Doesn't
write the
change
1?
anything. Okay, I can write it like this.
Yeah, but he didn't write 1.
Wait,
No, he
I
didn't
just
write
figured
anything.
something out. So.
Okay, guys, either one of these are correct. But Jordan, if I follow the steps exactly, then here I would put in 1 for the A, and I would put in 0 for my H. Okay? 9 equals A3 squares, A equals 1. Hey. Thank you. All right. But guys, everyone clear I can write it this way or this way? There's no difference? Yeah. Okay. All right, now that's the first thing. Any guys think you can duplicate this?
But he didn't duplicate it.
Like, could you solve another problem with different numbers?
No.
Really?
Yes,
All right.
maybe, so.
Yes.
Like I messed up the formula. I thought it was y equals a parentheses x minus h.
So I think your textbook gives it the other way. Maybe do it this way forever. As long as you always put the x coordinate of the vertex here and the y coordinate of the vertex here, no. What's in here is always the x coordinate of the vertex. What's out here is always the y coordinate of the vertex. Okay? So that won't make a difference. Yes?
Okay. I just see how you wrote it, like x plus 6 squared.
Yes.
You
These are
don't
two.
have to do all that. You can just change the sign. And
Yes, I know.
squared.
I'm just showing where this plus sign comes from. I show extra steps to make sure if someone has a question. They can see
No,
the
I
plus
mean, you
sign.
don't have to do your y equals a minus whatever.
In this case? Yeah, in this case, looking at this, that's correct. You can look at this and know that, but you still have to do this to make sure that a equals 1. You can't know a without doing that. All right, so you still have to, you can't just jump right to here from here. Yes? Yes, but we're about to do the next thing. Okay, so if you, all right. This one I think is even easier, especially because I'm going to let it be a little easier. May I erase this?
Yes.
No.
Sure.
Here.
It's videotaped. Come on.
And just add more cases.
All right. Let me give Rodney some space. Rodney, I'm going to start erasing up here.
That's fine.
May I stop here? Okay. Now, for the next one.
Wait, then it looks complicated.
How about if I go
Oh,
over here?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go over here. Now, for the next one, this one I hope is a little, all right.
Is this last time somewhere?
It overlaps with it, yeah. And then I'll wait for the new stuff in a minute, but I want to make sure everyone got this. Write a quadratic equation in intercept form of the parabola with the following intercepts, and here's where it gets exciting, and passing through the given point. If you remember what we did in December, this shouldn't take long. If you don't, this may take a little longer. Jeremy wasn't here in December, he'll probably get it first.
Was that too wide for one supposed to be? Or
Why would you-
No, that's the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. We're doing parabolas.
Are we doing the,
If you wait a moment, you'll see. Close. Okay. If intercept form of a parabola looks like this, y equals some number, there could still be an a, times x minus one of the intercepts. And I forget what letters your book uses, and I wanted to be consistent, but I'm just going to use a and b. X minus one of the intercepts, x minus